How to invest in real estate during a recession. Have you ever wondered why Warren Buffett said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful"? I think I have the answer now that we are approaching a recession and things are getting crazy. I'm going to tell you the upside and the downside of investing during a recession. I'm going to share with you my top secrets of investing during a recession that I learned the hard way and how you can actually make money during a recession, which I'm poised to do. I'm going to give you 3 insider tips on how the economy actually works so that you can take advantages of all of the opportunities that are coming to you. So most of us already know what a recession is, but a recession is when the economy is contracting, meaning that the economy usually is growing, okay? We usually have incremental growth each quarter. But when the economy is actually contracting, meaning we're losing jobs, we're producing less gross domestic product, and a few other economic indicators that I'm not going to get into, then we have what's called a recession. So it's usually not a great time in the economy for most people, but as a real estate investor, it's probably one of the best times in an economy. And I'm going to tell you how and why. I actually lost everything the last time there was a recession. I literally started investing in real estate in 2002 and 2003. I was in Atlanta, I was flipping houses, but I had a full-time job. So when the economy crashed in 2008, 2009, I literally lost everything. We lost all of our properties. We had to file bankruptcy. We had multiple foreclosures. And I literally ended up in my parents' basement with my husband and my kids. Life was very bad. So I know all of what can happen during a recession. But at the time, I didn't know all of the opportunities that were available. So let me tell you about what could have happened if I was a smart real estate investor or if I had met a smart real estate investor. As a real estate investor, you can actually seek out those people that are losing their homes, that have lost their jobs, and you can acquire those properties from them and find people that can pay them. Now, I know many people are going to be negative and say, well, if joblessness is up, then everyone can't pay. Not true, sister, not true. Just because the person that owns that home lost their job and can't pay the mortgage does not mean there aren't a ton of other people out there that are able to afford the mortgage, okay? And I did not know this at the time, so I literally let my properties go into foreclosure. But now, as a real estate investor, for the past 10 years, I have been saving and helping people not go into foreclosure. One of the ways that I've actually made a ton of money and helped people in the process is by stopping them from going into foreclosure by catching up those mortgage payments and then taking that property from them and taking that payment over for them, finding someone else that can afford the property and making a ton of money in the process. Just so you hear, hopefully you heard all of that. If you need to rewind it again, please do. There is an amazing opportunity in a recession because there are lots of people that are going down. You can actually help those people by helping them out of that situation, getting those properties for pennies on the dollars, and then finding people that are able to actually afford the property and helping that family avoid the foreclosure process, which I'll be very honest is very, very traumatic. Okay, you do not want to go through a foreclosure, and you would love to help people from going through that process themselves. And that's the opportunity that we are going to have with this recession. So the secret to all of what I just said is all you need to do is find people in the recession that are losing their home or have lost their job or are going through bankruptcy or are getting divorced and they can no longer afford the property. And the great thing about a recession is there's tons of people that have that situation, and you don't need to get a lot of properties to start making money, okay? I literally had just a few properties, probably less than 5, and I had pretty much matched my, I think at the time I was getting like $60,000 a year just from doing some smaller investing during a recession. Like I said, I lost everything, and so I had pretty much messed up my situation. But once I learned about real estate investing and learning it to do it the right way, my coach taught me, hey, you don't have to have those same things happen to other people that happen to you. you can help those people. All you need to do is send them some letters and put out some signs and let them know that you're there to help. Additionally, to catch the mortgage payments up, you do not have to use your own money. You literally can use business lines of credit and things like that. I actually made a whole video that can teach you where to get the money from so that you don't even have to use any of your money. But again, most people that are in the foreclosure situation, they're in a recession, they don't know what's going on, they've been watching the news and they've just been filled up with a bunch of negativity. So they are not thinking of a solution, they are just thinking of foreclosure. You can come in and you can help those people and make money in the process. And that is the best way to start investing in real estate during a recession. And you can start now building your portfolio, okay? You do not have to wait till there's a ton of recession, we're in this big full-blown thing. You don't have to wait till unemployment is through the roof. You literally can start now. There are already people right now as you are watching this video that are having trouble making their mortgage payments, or they got laid off, or they got furloughed, or they lost their job, or their job has been totally gone altogether from the pandemic. There's tons of things that have happened in our economy that people need help, and you can start now using other people's money and the information that I just gave you to help those people out. So I have created an entire course that teaches you all of this from beginning to end. Please go to 𝗏𝑒𝑙�ls-freetraining.com and get that full training course on how you can start investing in real estate with little to no money and without using your credit. I teach you all of it in that course, and you can get that absolutely free at 𝗏𝑒𝑙𝑠-freetraining.com. I want to give you all of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the tools and resources that you need to be successful. I've made lots of money in real estate and I live the life of my dreams. I want the exact same thing for you. This is Noelle, to your success.